Welcome to Introduction to Data Science. This course is the beginning course of Data Science and Big Data Analytics track in School of Information, undergraduate program for Information Studies, or soon to be called Information Science degree. So in this introduction video, I would like to introduce you about this concentration of data science and big data analytics first, and then I will mention about the data camp, the use of data camp in this course. And third, the demanding nature of the course as a warning. And then a mention about raise your hand, and then go over syllabus briefly. And that's all about the first introduction of the course. So this is online course, first of all. So everything should be listed on Canvas, and you should manage your own time to finish weekly assignment within time. So this course is going to be heavily demanding course. So make sure that you do the fair amount of work to be able to finish within time. And it is always good to start early, because when you have errors, when you get stuck, it takes time to get out of that mode of getting stuck. And if you need help, you can use raise your hand, where all of you will mention, raise your question if you have a question, and some of your peers will answer for those questions. Usually, if you have a problem and you are stuck in one place, it's highly likely other students are having similar problems. So raising your question helps for other students too. And also for those students who were lucky enough to figure things out, or you know how to do it one way or the other way, share your idea. So there are terms called plagiarism or cheating, but in programming, it's all about learning from somebody else's script. Of course, you cannot copy and paste somebody else's homework answers. Of course, that's no. And it's really easy for me to catch if you have copied somebody else's work or not. It's very easy to do it, because you have to write your own programming answers. And there's no way you can do exactly the same way with the other person. There are many elements that will clearly show if you copy and paste somebody else's work or not. But you can adopt somebody else's ideas. That's totally fine. And if you learn specific code from specific website, such as Stack Overflow, let's see, Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow is where you answer your questions and people will answer. You raise your questions and people will answer. Public Q&A. There are a lot of questions and answers that if you have problems, this is where you go. Usually if you just are getting error when it starts, or something like that, just the natural language, then either you have RStudio support, or there are many, if it is more complex questions, there are like how to read text CSV file in R, something like that. Ask it, and then you can find many ways to answer, to go through it. So Google is your friend, first of all, and Stack Overflow has many answers to your specific questions. So go back and forth with Google and RStudio, R programming. So that's one thing, and in the process, actively engage with raise your hand, and it will be graded every week. So you are required to participate. It's very important habit to have this conversation going, because this is the world of programming. This is how you learn and how to help and how to contribute to programming society. So let's start having that habit. Okay, so that's about raise your hand, and I would like to mention, just give a quick look of this course. So in Information Studies BS program in School of Information, you have several choices in terms of concentration. And specifically, Introduction to Data Science is for meeting the requirements for data science and analytics concentration. And I teach Introduction to Data Science right now. And once you take this, you can take another 2 courses that I teach as a sequence. So I created these courses as sequence. So if you don't take LIS 4800, it will be close to impossible or basically close to impossible if you don't have enough programming experience somewhere else to take next courses. But if you take 4800 first, then it makes the transition very doable to data and text mining, which is another challenging course, but it's a really fun course, and students came up with very fun final projects. So that's a really fun course, very challenging course, but students really enjoyed it. And then after you take that course, you want to have a predictive analytics course. This is predictive analytics course is specifically focusing on building predictive modeling, and that is I usually teach it during the fall, and data and text mining is spring. So the idea is you take this intro to data science in the fall, and then next semester take data and text mining, and then following fall you take predictive analytics. So that's kind of rough idea of how you go through this concentration.